So today we are going to talk about angles. Now angles are one of the basic properties of geometry. So they have some distinct properties which is worth checking. So let's start with the angles. Now first rule of the angle is, let's draw a line, and the angles around it is always 360 degree. So the angle of the entire rounded point is always 360 degree. So for example, if you draw a circle, so this is not a perfect circle, but let's say it's an angle, entire angle around this is 360 degree. So for example, if you do numerous lines through this, so all the angles together would make 360 degree. So that's rule number one. Rule number two is, if you draw a line and if another line intersects this line, so the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So let's say if this angle is x, this angle is y, so x plus y equal to 180 degree. Now there is another term to describe this. These are called, when x and y or two angles make together 180 degree, they are called complementary angle. This is called supplementary angle. Supplementary angle. So that's rule number two. Rule number three is, now before we get into rule number three, if you want to prove this, or if you want to stretch this example, if you see this particular follows from the rule number one. So rule number one states that the angle between the entire point is 360 degree. So since this line divides it into two halves, so this angle is 180 and this angle is another 180. So rule number three is, if two lines intersect, then this angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle. So those two opposite angles are same. Now you can easily prove that if you want to prove it. So let me choose a different color. So for example, if you think, if you take two lines, and if you see these two angles, and you say this is x, this is y, and let's say this is maybe theta. So you can think x plus theta equals to y plus theta equal to 180 degree. Why? Because x plus theta is on this line, right? X plus theta is this line. In the same way, y plus theta, which is in this line, right? So both are 180 degree. So that leads to x equal to y, because theta cancels. In the same way, the other two sets of angles are also same. So that's rule number three. Now what other things about the angles? So there is a set of rules when two parallel lines are intersected by another third line. So in that particular case, this angle is same as this angle, and this angle I'm sorry, this angle also is same as this angle. So this angle equal to this angle equal to this angle. These three angles are same. In the same way, let me choose a different color. This angle is same as this angle, and let's see if there is another angle. So let me take a different color. This angle is same as this angle. So now let's look carefully. So I have denoted the different sets of colors as same color angles are equal. So that means this angle equal to this angle equal to this angle. So this is true only when these two lines are parallel. So that, keep in mind that. So that's pretty much the general properties associated with angles. So let's now try to solve a few problems and then see if we can use the things which we learned here. So our first problem is, so let's draw a line two parallel lines, and we have a line intersecting, and let's say this angle is A, this angle is X. So we have to see what is A plus X equal to what. And to solve this problem, we know that A equal to this angle from the rules of parallel lines. So A plus X is equal to 180 degree because these two are supplementary angles. Now let's do a second problem. So let's say we have a rectangle, and let's say we have a line crossing through the rectangle, and we have here is, let's say, X, this angle is Y, and let's say this angle is Z, and this angle is W. So we have to express Y in terms of X, W, Z. So Y equal to, if you see, 180 minus X. Now 180, if you see, this angle Y is, this also is Y, because from the rules of the parallel lines, what we have learned in few minutes before. So 180 we can replace by W plus Y, because this entire angle is 180 degree, correct? So W plus Y minus X. So Y, if you have to now W plus Y, now so Y is same as Z, because these two are opposite angles, right? So W plus Z minus X. So we have expressed Y in terms of the three angles.